Hey guys, Mrs. Bernal here. So we are going to take a look at a problem involving looking at blueprints and using a scale and to find out some real world problems here. Something that your parents probably have done when they're trying to figure out, calculate how much they're going to spend or need for tile or carpet, or even how much paint you need to make sure you cover all four walls or two walls or whatever it may be. So if you look on the screen here, I'm sharing my screen and the camera here. So number 30, we're taking a look at this blueprint. So what I want to do is I want to work on this and look at number 30 at the same time. So it says in a blueprint, which is that blueprint there. Let me move the camera over here. There you have a drawing of a bedroom with a living room and a bathroom. Maybe this is a first floor of a house, or maybe this is a one bedroom apartment or something like that. All right, so it says each square has a side length of a 1/4 inch. Okay, 1/4 inch. And then if you notice down here on the bottom of the drawing, it says 1 inch colon 16 feet. So there is your scale factor, right? So 1 inch represents 16 feet. So part A says ceramic tile costs $5 per square foot. How much would it cost to tile the bathroom? So you really have to be very mindful of, okay, we're talking about inches, right, on the scale. We're talking about feet, what it represents, and the cost for the ceramic tile is measured per square foot. Okay, so we're going to look at all of this. So I have made a sketch of just the bathroom. So let me turn the camera here. Love that. Okay, here we go. All right, so hopefully, we're zoomed in well enough here. I don't think I can make the camera any bigger. All right, so this is the tub, right? So we are not going to be tiling that. Does that make sense? Okay, so each side is a 1/4 inch, represents a 1/4 inch. So if there are two of them, that would be a whole 1/2 inch. So 1/2 of an inch would represent 8 feet in real life. Okay, right? Because 1 inch equals 16 feet. So 1/2 an inch would be 8 feet. All right, then here we have a 1/4, one more 1/4, one more 1/4. So 3/4. So 3/4 of 16 feet, right? Because 3/4 of an inch. So that would represent 3/4 of 16 feet. That would represent 12 feet in real life. So then our area, we would have to multiply then, right, to get the real life square footage of the bathroom we're going to tile is 8 by 12. So the area ends up being 96 feet right here. Okay, so 8 times 12, that is the area of the bathroom floor. Okay, now it said it costs $5 of the ceramic tile per square foot. So we're just going to multiply $5 times 96 and we get $480. So it's going to cost $480 in just tile to retile that bathroom floor. All right, so that would be the answer to part A. So notice all the steps that you had to take. You needed to break it down, do a total length for the length and the width of your bathroom floor, multiply to get area, and then multiply that area times the cost per foot. Okay, so lots of multi-steps. You know how to do all of this. You just have to think through it. Okay, so now I want you to take a look at part B. Carpet. Carpet costs $18 per square yard. So now we're looking at yard. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have to do some conversion to feet, to yards. Okay, how much would it cost to carpet the bedroom and the living room? So I'm gonna pause, you pause, and I want you to just label at least in feet what this would be, for the area of the bedroom and the living room. Okay. Okay, guys, so hopefully you took a really good look at it and figured this all out in terms of the lengths on each side of the bedroom and the living room. So if you were to have done this, you should have figured out that the bedroom was 20 by 16. Okay, so if it's a 1/4 inch, right, and 1 full inch is 16 feet, that's how I got that. And then 1/4 of 16 is 4. So we had a whole inch and then 1 extra 1/4, right? So then that would make your 20 feet. Now the living room, it was the same width. It was 16 feet. And then that was actually 28 feet in length here. So it had 7/4, right? So 7/4 times 16 would have given you the 28. Okay, now everything is in feet, but what is the carpet sold in? It's sold in square yards. So we have to convert these feet to yards before we go further. So feet to yards. Now let's think about this. Remember, I said your units need to go away, right? So I'm just going to, right here in this open space, 16 feet, right, times how many feet are in a yard? Well, there are 3. And remember, I've done this in a way so that my units cancel. So I can't multiply by 3. I'd have to divide by 3. Okay, so there are 3 feet in a yard. So I want to know how many groups of 3 are in 16. So when I do that, I get this, terrible decimal, but that's okay. So you are going to then figure out, you're going to divide these feet, lengths and widths that you find, divide by 3, and those would be your yards. So I'm going to pause and let you do that, and you pause too. Okay, so if you divided each length and width by 3, you should have gotten 9.3 yards and 5.3 for the living room, and then 5.3 width for the bedroom, and 6.7, I just rounded, for the length of the what we're looking at here, the bedroom. Okay, so then you multiply these two, you're going to get your area, right? And then 5.3 times 9.3, that would be the area of your living room. So go ahead and do that and see what you get. Okay, so if you went ahead and divided by 3, that's fine. You're going to get decimals. And when we do that, we have, these repeating decimals, we have to do some rounding, so it doesn't get quite accurate. So what I did was I left 16 divided by 3 as a fraction, but knowing that I had to divide by 3 because I need to get this feet in yards. But I went ahead and did 16 over 3 times 20 over 3. That would give me the area of the bedroom, plus 16 divided by 3 times 28 divided by 3, which, really these are just fractions. And then that would be the area of the living room. So remember, when you multiply fractions, you just multiply the numerators times multiplying over the denominators. So then this is 320 over 9 plus 448 over 9, which equals 768 over 9. Now, I could go ahead and then find out what the total yards are, but I just left it in this improper fraction because I know I'm going to have to times that total yards in area by $18. And I noticed that really 9 and 18, right, they simplify. So the total cost ends up being a nice whole number, and we didn't lose anything from our rounding with the decimals. So the total cost to carpet the bedroom and living room, looking at yards, squared here, it would cost us $1,536 or $1,536. All right. So that is that problem right there. So you guys are going to then do something similar in this application of scale factors and using ratios and proportions. So if you have any questions this week, just drop me an email. And if I need to, we can Zoom and go over anything that you need to. All right, guys, have a great week.